is the operating system on your iPhone that makes everything work. iOS 15 was launched back September 20th, so it's been out a long time now. So if you haven't upgraded, I would strongly urge you to go ahead and upgrade. It is certainly stable. I haven't heard of any issues with it, and you're missing out on some real nice features. In order to upgrade, you do have to have an iPhone 6S or newer. So if you're on a 6 or something older than a 6, you won't be able to upgrade until you get a newer phone. But anyone else can upgrade to iOS 15. And so let's, in terms of figuring out which version you are on, I'm going to grab my phone here, and we're going to go into settings. Your setting app looks like this. It may not be where mine is, but it looks the same. So I'm going to open settings. And I'll start at the top so we can all get to the same place. And we're going to come down to general, which is just a little ways down right here. And click on about. That's the best place to find out all sorts of information about your phone. The second line here is your software version. So if it's 15 anything, you are on iOS 15. There's several sub-releases within iOS 15, but as long as you've got 15 anything, you're there. If yours says 14 or anything lower, then you are not yet to iOS 15. You won't be able to see the things that I'm showing you on your phone, but as soon as you upgrade, you will be able to. And here's your model name. So that's how you can check to see if you're on a 6 or lower, to make sure that your phone will accept. And there's another feature too that I'm going to show you that are related to the phone model. So if you don't know what your phone model is, make a mental note or jot down on a piece of paper what your phone model is. So I'm going to go back just by touching general up here at the upper left. So if you're not on 15 and want to upgrade, we would click on this second row where it says software update. And you'll see one of several screens. Mine says that I am on 15.4.1 and it is up to date. So that is the current release, 15.4.1. If yours has another release here, that means that there's a newer release that you can update to. So for example, if it's something like this, iOS 15.1, you're on 15, but you're back at 1 instead of on 4.1, and you can click download and install to upgrade. Now, if yours says 14 something here, down at the bottom, it should say upgrade to iOS 15. So you can click here to upgrade to 15. Any questions or anybody seeing anything different than any of these three options?
Wait, mine says 15.3.1.
Okay. Yep. So
yours is 4.1. Yours is so.
Yeah. So and I'll show you about automatic updates quickly. Up here at the top where it says automatic updates. And let me just quickly say before anybody does it, don't click download and install during class because it'll turn your phone off as part of that downloading and installing. So wait and do it after class. But if you want to have Apple take care of this for you, click on automatic updates and turn both of these to green. And Apple will install these new updates as they come out. Now, Apple won't do it immediately. So yours may say, you may have both these green, but still see something like this. You have to wait. Sometimes it takes several weeks for everybody to get upgraded. But if you have both of these green, Apple should automatically download and install it for you. But even if you do have automatic updates on, like this was when I took a picture of my phone, I wanted to go ahead and upgrade sooner because I'm not very patient. So I clicked download and install and still upgraded my own phone.
May I ask you a question?
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
Could I see the screen again where it shows what version you're on? Because this is the thing. I have an old but wonderful phone. It's a 6S, okay? And I have software version 15.3, so you're on, I don't know, am I up to,
Yeah.
you were
Yeah,
above.
15.3 is the, 15.4.1 is the current.
Okay, but the thing is this, when I last tried to update it to 15.3, I mean, my whole phone locked and it did things it's never done. It went black. I took it to the Apple store and they were able to revive it. So for now, until I can get myself together to update, get a new phone, can I just leave it on 15.3 or do you have to update it to 15.4?
No, you
I'm
don't
afraid
have,
it's a lot.
you
I'm
don't have
afraid
to
it's a
upgrade.
lot.
What you missed by not upgrading is some additional functionality that may have come out as part of that, especially when you're in a minor upgrade like a dot or a double dot. Now, the risk of staying too long on a version is that some of the enhancements are security fixes. So if there's a bug or there's some malware floating around and they put something in there to stop it, it increases your exposure to those kind of things, but not that dramatically. But that's why you want to stay pretty current, because there are security and privacy fixes as part of these releases, as well as functionality upgrades.
So why the iPhone 12 and 13, they don't come upgraded already?
Well, it would be anything you buy now would be on 15. It may not be on 4.1. It might be on 15.3, 15.2. Yeah.
Even if it's iPhone 13?
It could be, because it's whatever release was the current release when they built that phone. And that phone may have been sitting in a box at the store for the last 3 months. So there have been upgrades while it was sitting in the box. So one of the first things you would do when you get your new phone and turn it on, it's going to search for updates.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good questions. All right. Any other questions before we move on? Right. Okay, so let's talk about the new features. So if you're not on 15 yet, you can just watch. If you're on 15, any flavor, you should see most of these. I'll call out anything that you probably want as we go along. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is one of my favorite features. It's called Focus. Prior to 15, there was something called Do Not Disturb that you may have used. Focus replaces Do Not Disturb. I'm going to go back into my settings again. And I'm going to scroll down to this little purple background with a quarter moon. And if you're not on 15 yet, this says Do Not Disturb. If you're